Hello, and happy 4th of July. Yes, the fact that I'm recording this on the 4th of July and it will be dropping on the 4th of July tells you that it was another hot, humid week that I didn't really want to spend time in the garage under the hood. But it's gotten cooler. It's a little cooler now. So in the next few days, I should be getting under the hood, putting in some more bling. So come back next week. Well, what does that mean for today? This week, the 5 things I hate about Stormtrooper. My beautiful car, who I love, but it's not all puppies and lollipops and sweetness, because there's some things I do not like about this car. In fact, let's start. Number 1. The gas cap doesn't lock. Why? It's 2021. It's a very simplistic technology. My $20,000 Veloster has a locking gas cap. By the way, if you go watch the review, it's the simplest little unlocking mechanism ever. It's like a little button, and you can actually hear it click because it's like it's not even hydraulic. It's electronic. It's like an actual thing that goes anyway. Why? For a car that you know takes premium fuel, why? Number 2, the second thing and this, by the way, a lot of these you could say, well, like the no gas cap lock, well, that's a minor annoyance. And actually, like many of these 5 things you'll say are minor. This one I hate. No auto up. The driver's side window auto downs, but will not auto up. And the other window doesn't. Now, if you buy a Charger, those windows auto up and down. So it's not like they don't have the parts lying around. So for like $1.50 piece of part, they're not going to let me auto up my window, which means every time I roll the window down, I have to sit there and hold. So, by the way, I like to stop and get my mail on the way out of the driveway because it's a long way down the driveway. And I swing around and then I auto the window down, but then I have to sit there while I auto it up because you can't drive while you're rolling the window up because it's, you got your hand over it. I hate it. That one I actually literally hate. So, the no window auto down. Number 3, again, this is not something I hate as much as, and it doesn't really affect me. So I really shouldn't care at all. The manual seat on the passenger side. Yeah, I have a power seat. The driver has a power seat, but the poor passenger has a manual seat. Now, admittedly, when you buy a car like this, the person you're thinking about is numero uno, this guy. So the fact that I get a power seat and the passenger doesn't, it really doesn't bother me that much. Okay, it's not even an annoyance. I needed 5 things. And by the way, it's hard to find 5 things not to like about this car. So, no power seat. Okay, I agree. Number 4, no heads-up display, not even as an option. The little cheap, crappy Veloster, you can get it with an HUD. The last 3-4 cars I've owned have had HUDs. When you drive a car at speed, which this car is designed to be driven at, you don't need to be glancing down. You want to keep just looking straight forward, keep your eyes on the road. That glance down to see how you're doing could be the difference between hitting a little kid that ran out between 2 cars. I'm just saying, all cars should have at least the option. A $50,000 and up car, okay, sure, maybe on the lower trims, no. But $1,000 option, I would have paid the $1,000. I loved my HUD in my Cadillac and my Mercedes. It gives you your speed, so you never have to glance down for the speed. And it also gives you all your route information for your nav system. It's just fantastic. And of course, I don't have that anymore. Okay, and this brings me, and it kind of ties into the HUD a little bit, which I'll explain in a moment. Number 5, the nav system will not, when you turn on the car, will not automatically go to the map. There is no setting to go to the map. It goes to the enter the address. It goes to the menu where you can enter an address, or you can press the button and go to the map. But you have to press the button every time you start the car. Why is this? This is something I truly hate. You go, well, yeah, you could just press the button. Yeah, but here's where the not having a HUD comes into play. When I had a HUD on my other cars, when the speed limit is in front of you on the windshield, you do not need the giant speed thing on the driver's information center. Which you need, by the way, because you need to be able to just glance down and see how fast you're going, because you can't see it all. The gauges are just a retro throwback. They're useless. You can't tell how fast you're going. So you need that big number. Well, when it's up on the windshield, great. Now I can use the driver information center for other things, like, oh, what song is playing on the Sirius XM radio? Oh, and then the center console can be displaying the map. But wait, I don't have a HUD. The nav system won't default to map. Oh, and since I have to keep the speed in the driver's information center, I can't have the song that's playing, so I have to put that on the center console, which replaces the map. So the lack of a HUD causes a ripple effect. But mainly, it's that if the nav system would automatically flip to the map when you turned it on, I'd probably live without knowing what song was playing. But pressing that button every time you start the car just really annoys me. By the way, even CarPlay defaults to the map. When you plug in CarPlay, boom, you get the map. Everybody else gives you the map. They don't give you a map. Let me tell you how important this is to me. Back in the day, map pockets in cars. Well, when I was driving my cars in the 60s and 70s and 80s, my map pockets were stuffed with maps. I loved maps. I liked to know where I was. I liked to be able to find out where I was going. I had maps everywhere. I had city maps. I had state maps. I had eastern U.S. I had the whole U.S. I had every possible map you could imagine. And by the way, most of them were free back in the day. You could get them at gas stations. Then eventually they started charging. Or AAA. Anyway, I love maps. Now I have a map in my car that's a pain in the ass to look at, to get to. So that was pretty lame. Yeah, I know. Again, 4th of July, trying to get a video out. It's been too hot to work on the car, so you get this. I apologize. It'll be better next week. We'll have better content. Go enjoy your 4th of July. Actually, you probably will have already enjoyed your 4th of July because this video will drop this evening. So hope you had a great 4th of July, and I look forward to seeing you and showing you some more. I got some cool stuff coming. Trust me. Okay, you can't trust me. I've lied to you so many times. But anyway, come back. I'll see you next week with better content.